Hi everyone, I'm Anna Roja and we're going to dive into one of the most charming and timeless interior styles, the Mediterranean style. It is what we will cover today. First, we'll look at the key features of this style, what makes it feel so warm, light, and feel effortlessly beautiful. Next, we'll talk about how you can actually create this look in your own home or for your clients. And finally, I will share a couple of movies that are full of Mediterranean interior inspiration, perfect for a cozy movie right after the class. So, what is the Mediterranean style all about? Well, imagine you are on vacation in a little coastal village in Greece, Italy, or Spain. The air is warm, the sun is shining, and everything feels calm and easy. That's the mood we are trying to recreate in interior. The style is a beautiful mix of cultures. It brings together Arab influences, Spanish colors, Greek architecture, and Italian charm. You can think of it as the perfect balance between the simplicity of fisherman's hut and the elegance of sun-filled beach villa. It creates a very honest and grounded atmosphere, which is a big reason why the style feels so timeless. Let's break down the main features of this style. So the first thing you will notice is how spacious the room feels. Even the space is not huge, it feels open and airy. That's a big part of the charm. And of course, large windows and lots of natural light are must. We want to let the sunshine in. This bright living room features whitewashed walls, creating a clean yet rustic look. The space feels open and full of light, thanks to large arched windows and minimal furniture. Natural materials play a huge role here. Things like stone, wood, ceramics, and glass. Nothing fake or overly polished. The colors are soft and warm. Think sun-bleached walls, sandy tones, and of course lots of beautiful blue shades that remind you of the sea. And you will often find little marine elements. Maybe some shells or piece of driftwood or art with a coastal vibe. One thing I love about this style is that it's never overloaded. It's elegant but never fuzzy. The focus is always on comfort and simplicity. You will also notice patterns, usually simple, sometimes a bit rustic. So, arched doorways are key architectural details here. They add flow and elegance to the room while keeping things relaxed and informal. And wooden furniture is a staple here. Not heavy or dark, but light, practical, and full of character. When it comes to finishes, everything comes from nature. Stone floors, wooden beams, glass details, and hand-painted tiles. Let's take a look at the color palette. These shades are all inspired by Mediterranean landscape. You will see soft beiges, sand, terracotta, sky blue, turquoise, lavender, olive green, and sunny yellows. So, each of these colors helps bring in that relaxed, sun-kissed feeling, like you're always on holiday. In this living space, blue and white dominate a classic Greek island color combo. The tiled floor and textured fabrics add visual interest without overpowering the calm atmosphere. And this bedroom uses soft dusty pink and ivory tones, colors inspired by the Mediterranean sky and flowers. Simple linen bedding and wooden beams bring in natural texture and life. So, how do you bring this style into a space? Well, it works best if you have high ceilings and large rooms, but even in smaller spaces, you can capture the feeling with the right elements. Let's walk through them step by step, from ceiling to floor, to know how to create proper Mediterranean interior with atmosphere of never-ending vacation. Starting with the ceiling, It's usually whitewashed, maybe with exposed wooden beams that create contrast and warmth. For the walls, you will often see light-colored plaster, white paint, natural stone, or even ceramic tiles with hand-painted patterns. Sometimes people use white stripped wallpaper, but only if it feels light and breezy. Windows are an important part of the look. They usually have shutters and simple white curtains, often hanging from a wrought iron rod. The floors are typically made of stone, cool under your feet and perfect for hot climates. So the whole idea is to let the natural materials shine here. When it comes to furniture, think simple and functional. You will see wooden pieces, usually light in color, with a handmade look. Nothing too shiny or modern. The design is minimal, not in a cold way, more like nothing extra. And you can add extra coziness with light curtains, soft pillows, and bedside rugs, all in natural fabrics. These small details make the space feel lived in and welcoming. Layering textures like linen, cotton, or even soft wool adds warmth without overwhelming the room. It's not about filling the space with just things, but it's about choosing a few tactile elements that invite you to relax, slow down, and feel at home. Even something as simple as woven basket or neat blanket or a handmade ceramic cup can make a big difference in creating that calm and comfortable atmosphere. Accessories in Mediterranean interiors tell a story. You might hang landscape paintings or black and white photos of the coast. Ceramic dishes, especially handmade, are great for shelves or tables. Plants are key, especially Mediterranean ones like olive trees or small citrus trees in pots. And little details like seashells, stones, or a handmade panel can really make the space feel personal and alive. This dining area has a strong coastal influence with woven chairs, whitewashed wood, and shell accents. The marine theme is subtle but adds a refreshing seaside feel. Mediterranean interiors can have completely different moods. Sometimes it feels like you are surrounded by elegant antiques, luxurious and timeless. Other times it's like everything was found at the bottom of the sea. Broken clay pots, mismatched lamps, and weathered objects full of stories. That's the beauty of this style. It can be both refined and raw, polished and imperfect, and it still feels warm and authentic. This bathroom keeps things minimal and natural. The sink is carved from stone, the mirror has a rough wooden frame, and soft natural light floods the room. All hallmarks of Mediterranean design. Sometimes a Mediterranean interior can feel like the home of a wealthy seafarer. And that's exactly what gives it such depth and charm. You might find antique maps in golden frames, rare shells displayed like treasures, exotic artifacts from distant ports, or elegant weathered furniture that hints at years of adventure. This captain's elegance brings a sense of history and travel into the space, as every object has a story and every corner whispers of the sea. It's refined but never cold, full of soul, warmth, and the romance of life well-traveled. Finally, this cozy reading nook shows how to create a Mediterranean feel even without marine theme. So, white walls, dark wood, and a pop of terracotta from pillows make it simple, serene, and very Mediterranean. If you want to see real-life examples of Mediterranean interiors in action, I recommend you two movies. The first one is Mamma Mia, filmed in the Greek islands. The film is filled with whitewashed walls, open terraces, and colorful sunlit rooms that perfectly capture the vibe. And the second one is Under the Tuscan Sun, set in Italy with terracotta tones, rustic wooden furniture, and dreamy countryside views. Both films are visual treat and great source of inspiration. So, to wrap it up, the Mediterranean style is all about contrast and harmony. It combines the rustic simplicity of traditional coastal homes with the elegance of summer and natural materials, soft colors, and connection to nature are at the heart of this beautiful, timeless style. Thank you so much for your attention.